a man laying on his deathbed, and he began to yell out, "I need a priest. I need a priest." And another man came along and asked, "What was wrong?" And the dying man said, "I need a priest to give me my last rites." And the dying man said, he said, "I need someone to give me my last rites." The other man said, "There are no priests around here, but maybe I can help. I'm not a religious person myself, but I live next to the Catholic Church all my life. And I heard the ritual all the time. I think I can say it for you." The dying man said, "Oh, thank you." And so the helpful man leaned close to the dying man, and in a soft voice, he repeated the ritual as he heard it so many times. He said, B6, N33, G52, I24. Bingo! We'll catch it after lunch. The word of the Lord in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, Eugene Peterson's translation. "I've worked much harder, been jailed more times, or oftentimes, beaten up more than I can count, and at death's door time and time. I've been flogged 5 times with the Jews, 39 lashes, beaten by Roman rods 3 times, thrown with rocks once. I've been shipwrecked 3 times and immersed into the open sea for a night and a day. In hard traveling year in and year out, I've had to ford rivers, fend off robbers, struggle with friends, struggle with foes. I've been at risk in the city and risk in the country, endangered by desert sun and sea storm, and betrayed by those that I thought were my brothers. I've known drudgery and hard labor, many a long and lonely night without sleep, many a missed meal, blasted by the cold, naked to the weather. And that's not the half of it. When you throw in daily pressures and anxieties of the church, when someone gets to the end of his rope, I feel the desperation in my bones. When someone is duped into sin, an angry fire burns in my gut. 2 Corinthians is a letter written by the Apostle Paul to the church in Corinth. There were some people in that church that frequently criticized Paul. They suggested that the instructions he gave to the Corinth church were less important than the teachings of the other apostles. Paul needed them to understand that he was representing Christ as an official apostle, so that they would respect and obey his teachings. So he was in the awkward position of having to say things that would prove that he was an apostle. In the passage, Paul is comparing himself to other apostles, showing how he had endured just as much, even more, for the gospel than he had the other apostles. People of God, I just want to reiterate this scripture, the last 2. And that's not the half of it. When you throw in daily pressures and anxieties of the church, when someone gets to the end of his rope, I feel the desperations in my bones. When someone is duped into sin, an angry fire burns in my gut. Rightfully said, Pastor Nathan. The call that came from God is not a man's call. It is God's call upon Reverend Carl. And there are many days that his bones will shudder because of the situation in the church. Situation with what? situations regarding our lives, regarding how we're fighting the enemy. Many days he will come up and say, guys, I don't want you to pressurize the church. Just take a step back, because I can feel the onslaught of the enemy upon the congregation. And that I call a man of integrity. A man that is thoughtful and mindful of the people that he serves. Many a days he will, like this week, like Linda said, be here first and leave here last. I came in with another pastor from Pretoria. He wants to look at the facility. And we come through those doors, and in the dust you can't see properly. And a man comes from that side. He's got a helmet on. He's dirty. And he's walking. And I say to the pastor, I say, there's Rev. You can greet him. The pastor say, where is he? I say, yes, he coming here. He looks like a builder. He's dirty. The dust on his brow. But he's working. Working for what? Working for people of God. Church of God, we've got an incredible leader. We've got an amazing leader. We've got a leader that can give up his life for the people. I'm saying here today, Rev, we salute you. Many a times we cannot do all that we want to do. But we want to say we love you with everything that is within us. If we should serve in another congregation, we would serve in this one.